everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, we got a very special guest, and she is a actress, and she starred in a few Disney films, Zombies 1, 2, and 3. And 3 is the current one, of course, that's out. And she also has a starring role in a TV series called SkyMed. And I'm talking about Emilia McCarthy. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Rume. And my interview with Emilia will be coming up very soon. This is my Grue Rume, and welcome to my nightmare. Stay tuned. Okay. Welcome to Grue, and thanks so much for taking time out of your night and coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it. And I see you started out by doing plays, theater. So like, was there any play you had the most fun doing?
Yes, one of my favorite plays was Hairspray.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely love the songs and just the whole world. And I mean, it's a very actually important story, as well as it just being a very fun play to be in. So that's definitely one of my favorite ones looking back.
Sweet. Yeah, I think I saw that like live a few years back. It's really good.
It's a good one for sure. And I grew up dancing,
Oh,
so
nice.
it's great to sort of incorporate all the things that I did growing up. And obviously that's helped me with the Disney Zombies movies now,
Yeah.
which are musicals, which has really helped. And also just so fun to be able to use all those skills and dance and sing and act all together and be funny and all the fun stuff.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Like, is it hard doing all that? Like you act, you sing, and dance all in like one film. Well, now it's like three films. But like, is that I mean, that must take a lot of time, a lot of hours.
It absolutely does. It's one of the hardest things I've had to do in my career, actually, to be able to sing, dance, act, and remember where you have to stand,
Yeah.
where your marking is and everything. It seems like fun and games, but it's actually so difficult. I have so much respect for all of the musical theater people, Broadway people, people in film and television and musicals. It's a lot to do all together and make it seem effortless. We
Wow.
thankfully have about 2 months of prep before we start filming to learn all the choreography and to record all the songs and just rehearse so that it feels so natural once we actually get on set and start filming. Because once we start filming, we only have a certain amount of time to get it done.
Wow, that that's a lot.
It is a lot, but it's so fun and such a rewarding experience to see it all come together and just see all of our hard work and teamwork come together.
Definitely. And I saw like besides doing this and acting and theater, like you also produced two short films, and you did voiceover work for Wildcrats, was it?
Yes, I've done a little bit of everything. Growing up, I've done a lot of voice work, a lot of cartoon work and stuff like that. And I went to film school here in Toronto, which
Oh,
is
sweet.
where I was able to dabble into some producing and casting and writing. And so I was able to produce, yeah, those two short films in school. And it's a whole different thing than being in front of the camera. but
Yeah.
it's fun in its own way, and filmmaking really is such a collaborative experience, and it really is so much about depending on your team. So it was good to get the perspectives of what it's like to be on the other side of the camera too.
Oh wow. Okay. And what was like the very first role you ever had, like for either like film or television?
The very first role I had, technically, it was my very first audition. I was 7 years old, and it was for the movie Babel, which
Oh yeah.
Brad Pitt is in, Kate Blanchett, Elle Fanning, Gael Garcia Bernal. It's an insane cast. Director was Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu, which is incredible. So I had no idea what I was doing. This was my very first audition ever. And it was actually to be Elle Fanning's double, because we only had a certain amount of hours we can work as minors
Well,
on
yeah.
set. So they needed a double, to help out with the hours. And that was my first experience in the industry. I ended up booking that very first audition. And we
Nice.
filmed in the Mexican desert for 6 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yes. And so it was quite the start to my film career, to
Yeah.
be sort of thrown into that world, having no idea what it was about. But I had the most amazing time. I turned 8 years old on set in the desert with the
Nice.
scorpions and all. It was just a really crazy, but amazing experience. And I never looked back.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. And you were part of two horror shows, television series that I absolutely loved. You were part of October Faction and Hemlock Grove, and I loved both shows. October Faction, I'm really sad it only got one season, but how was it like being on set for both shows?
Yeah, Hemlock Grove was so fun. That was the very first Netflix original series ever. It's
Oh, what?
yeah.
Oh,
When we were filming it, we were like, what is Netflix? Like, is this even gonna be a thing? Like, we're like, okay, we'll see. Unknowingly that, Netflix is dominating now, but
yeah.
it was the very first Netflix original. It was Eli Roth, which
Mhm.
is amazing. We love him. And that was my very first horror thing. It was so fun to film all the prosthetic stuff and fake blood stuff, with all the werewolf murdering stuff that happens to my character. Um, but it was fun to be in that, because I was still playing sort of the comedic relief in it.
Mhm.
So it was a cool character to balance in the world of horror, but still being able to be funny.
Yeah.
And October Faction was also a really fun show to be on, but sad that it only got the one season.
I know exactly. I thought it was going to get more than that. Like a lot of people watched it. That's why I'm shocked they put the axe to it.
I know it's too bad, but we filmed that here in Toronto as well, and great cast and crew. And I've one thing I got out of that was a lot of friends. So I'm thankful that
Nice.
it happened anyway.
Awesome. Awesome. And when you first played Lacey in the first film of Zombies, um, did you ever think that the movie would actually blow up as big as it did, and like you're on to the third film now?
Yeah, I had no idea. We filmed the first movie more than 5 years ago now. And we had no idea that it was going to blow up and be this whole franchise. We have three movies. The third movie is on Disney Plus now. We even had pop ups at the Disney parks. We have the
Wow.
animated series coming out.
Oh my
I think,
God.
yeah, I think what really helped it is that at its core, it has such great messaging. It's a movie about acceptance and inclusivity and celebrating people's differences, not only just embracing them, but celebrating them and coming together as a community. and being able to live harmoniously while being able to challenge one another. It just has so many great morals that I think the kids have been really receptive to, because it's all shown through like song and dance, which is so fun. But I think even the parents enjoy watching it. We've had parents come up to us and thank us for being a part of movies that, are encouraging their kids to be better, and
Yeah.
just to have that playing in the home of our next generation, I think has been really great. And I'm so thankful to be a part of something like that.
Sweet, sweet. And like in between the films, like did you stay in touch with with the cast?
Yes, we are a family. We've
Of
been doing this
course.
for so many years. Meg and Milo were 16 when we started. So
Wow.
we kind of grew up together in a way. It's been so long, and we had this whole crazy thing happen to us at the same time and together. So we created a very strong bond, and some of my best friends are part of that cast. So I'm forever grateful.
Oh wow. Okay. And now for the third film, I saw that the Rue Paul does the voice in the spaceship. So how's that like filming scenes in a spaceship hearing Rue Paul's voice?
Yeah, that was a pretty iconic casting, if I say so myself. We actually didn't know that RuPaul was going to be the voice of the mothership.
Oh really?
We had no idea until post production. Like, we didn't know. So that was a really cool surprise for us too. We kind of found out with the world. Like, we were like,
Get
oh,
out, really?
okay, well, that's pretty sick. Like, little iconic, no big deal.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
We had no idea. And when we watched the first few cuts of the movie, that's when we got to hear it for the first time, which was really cool.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. And with these films, like it definitely has. I mean, it's funny and it has dancing and singing, but it also has some horror stuff in it too, like with werewolves, zombies, the aliens. So if you had to battle one of them, a zombie, an alien, or a wolf, a werewolf, which one would you choose?
Wow, I've never been asked this question. I would have to say aliens,
Okay.
because they really seem to like harmony. And so I don't actually think they would want to fight. And so that works for me.
Definitely, yes. There you go. and, and you're also part of this series called SkyMed. And what do you like best about playing Madison?
It was a very different role for me. Coming from a lot of Disney stuff,
Yeah.
I was really excited to play such a layered, independent woman, type of character that had so many opportunities for me to grow as an actor and to challenge me. I can't say too much in case people haven't seen it, because
Yeah, of
my
course.
character is a huge spoiler, but a lot of the stuff I had to do was stuff I've never had to do. And so it was a learning curve, but in the best way, because I really feel like I grew from it. And it was a really interesting, but again, very rewarding experience.
Oh, okay, okay. I, I mean, is, is there a scene from the show that you actually like filming the most?
Yes, there is a scene where I pour a jug of beer onto Bodhi, who's played by Ace, and that was really satisfying. We only had one take to do it because, it was going to ruin the entire set and his entire wardrobe. So they're like, okay, go practice out on the trees right now because you only have one shot at this. So there was so much pressure. I had to hit my mark, hit the eye line, act, obviously, and pour it right in this perfect angle to get it on the angle for the camera so that they could see it come down on the right side. So no pressure. It was one take and we actually nailed it. It went really well and it was really satisfying. I did feel a little bad because it got in his eyes, but other than that,
no.
yeah, other than that, it was really fun.
Okay, here you go. And if SkyMed comes back for season 2, is what would you love to see for Madison?
That's a good question. Fingers crossed it comes to a second season. I think what I would really love to see Madison do is continue evolving into the independent woman that she ends up being towards the end. I think, that's a really important message, that you can go through all these things and feel dependent on someone, but at the end of the day, come back to yourself and just depend on yourself. And I think hopefully if it does go to a second season, I would love to see Madison continue evolve into the hardworking woman that she is.
Definitely. And I was looking online and I saw like you're really big into the climate change, and can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that is something that's always been really important to me. When I was like 5 years old, I
Oh
watched
wow.
this movie. It was about the apocalypse. And it was because we didn't treat our planet right and all of this stuff. And so I have been scarred ever since.
Oh
Watching that movie growing up, I was like, if we don't have our planet, literally nothing else matters. Like all of
yeah.
these mundane things, or even not mundane things that happen on our planet, mean nothing, if we don't have a planet. So watching that movie really impacted me. So that's always been something really close to my heart. And my mom is really passionate about it too. So, I've been able to use my platform a little bit, thankfully, to sort of, spread that awareness. I, for example, did a exhibit with United Nations with
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, with Justin Wu, who's a amazing photographer, for a campaign called World is in Our Hands. And it was these beautiful stills of a lot of celebrities and people in the industry holding a crystal globe that represents the fragility of our planet. So it was a beautiful exhibit, and so I'm just thankful to be able to do little things like that here and there and be able to use my platform to sort of spread the word.
Yeah, definitely. And what do you think, like fans that follow you, fans that watch my show, like what do you think they can do to try to help out?
I think the main thing that surprisingly makes a huge difference is simply to be conscious of it. If it's something you're aware of and at least are mindful about, there are so many little things that you can do differently just by being conscious of it.
Okay. Okay. And what do you like doing during your free time, if you ever have any free time from acting?
I really love to spend quality time with friends. I think that sort of recharges my battery in a way, just to be around people that I love.
Yeah.
And I love to work out. It makes me feel great. I love to box, get some of that
Oh.
energy out. Um, and my guilty pleasure, honestly, I watch a lot of Real Housewives. I watch all the
Okay.
seasons. Yeah. Yeah, it's oddly calming for me. I don't know why, but There you have it.
There you go. Well, you see, you said you box, so that question I asked, like if an alien ever wanted to fight you, you could win because you're boxing.
Yes, I would do okay. Yes, I have a little boxing experience. I could handle myself.
There you go. Okay. and, uh, and what kind of like music do you like listening to? Like what's on your playlist?
I'm a huge R&B fan, but I like anything I can dance to. I love Latin music. I'm half Mexican, so all of the Latin music, I love to salsa and all that. So,
Nice.
I'm a little versatile, but definitely if I can dance to it, I'm listening to it.
Nice. Okay. And if you were out with friends, what would be your go-to song to sing for karaoke?
Um, oh goodness. Okay, I'm trying to think of something like appropriate. Um,
Okay.
maybe like something like Nelly Furtado or Britney Spears. Britney Spears, Piece of Me.
All right. Yeah.
Final answer.
Okay. Okay. I like that one. All right. Nice. Nice. And Halloween is coming up, and are you someone who likes Halloween season and dress up and go to Halloween parties?
I love spooky season.
All right.
I love a good Halloween costume. I actually keep a notes list of Halloween costumes I keep year round because I always feel like the best ideas for Halloween costumes happen right after Halloween.
That's
You're
true.
like, oh, I could have done that. So I keep notes. So I have a whole lineup of ideas. And I also love collaborating with friends and doing
Yeah.
a group theme thing. So fun.
Nice. I mean, I don't know if you ever heard this one horror movie. It's like a cheesy horror movie, old horror movie, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Okay,
And me and my friends are actually going to be dressed as the Killer Clowns for Halloween this year.
perfect. That is perfect for Halloween. Like Pennywise was a huge thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a popular one. So the clown thing, you can't go wrong on Halloween.
That's true.
That's definitely a good one. But actually, it's really nice to see a lot of kids dress up from the zombies movies. They dress up as our characters,
Oh, that's
as
awesome.
like the cheerleaders from Seabrook and the zombies and the werewolves, and maybe this year the aliens. So
Yes.
it's really cute to see around this time of year all the little fans dressing up from the zombies movies.
Nice. Nice. And I don't know if you're a horror fan or not, but are there any horror movies that you like to watch?
Um, yes, there are. Growing up, actually, that was a huge thing for us in high school. Like we'd just like go watch horror movies because
Oh yeah.
it's like it's more exciting to watch a horror movie. I don't know why Cabin in the Woods is like so random,
Yes.
but for some reason I really liked that one growing up because it was sort of a parody, you know, and I kind of liked that concept.
That was a really good movie, and it had like a really nice twist at the end.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And, and without giving spoilers away for that movie, I never expected the person at the end of the movie to be in that movie.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting twists. Yeah, I remember liking that one because it wasn't what I was expecting.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And of course, you can't ever go wrong with the classics like Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street and all that.
Halloween is a great one. Actually, in film school, we watched Halloween
Oh,
as,
really?
yeah, as one of the films that we studied. So it's definitely an iconic classic horror film for sure.
Nice, nice. And I know you say you're big into working out, and I'm sure you eat right. Is there a cheat food that you like, a junk food that you like?
There's endless. I love pizza, pasta. Now that I live in LA, and in and out, I'm there a lot. Um, my Mexican side definitely comes out with the food that I eat. I will eat anything Mexican. So good. I'm such a foodie. I will pretty much eat anything.
All right, nice. I love spicy food too. Like so the the Mexican food I love. Like I always tell them, yeah, put like a lot of spice in it, hot sauce, and then my mouth is burning after I say that.
I respect that. I totally agree with you. I'm such a spicy fan.
Yes.
The hotter, the better.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, the interviews for Hot Ones
Oh
where
my God, yeah, with
they put
the
the hot
chicken wings.
sauce on the chicken wings while they're
Yes.
asking questions. I want to do that. I'm like, bring it on. I My toxic trait is thinking that I won't think any of them are spicy. Like, I'll be fine. Just try me.
All right. Hey, you know, if the person who does the show watches this, definitely bring you on to test out your hot your hot wings and
Yeah. Call me
see if
up.
you can last to the end, right?
Yeah. Call me up. I'll be there.
There you go. And are you a person who prefers the beach or like hiking and camping and the outdoor stuff?
No, definitely the beach. You'll find me at the beach tanning 100%.
Okay, you go, tanning, sipping a drink on the beach, right?
Absolutely. That is me. Yep.
There you go. Okay. And is there any app that you like the most? Like, are you more of an Instagram, TikTok, Facebook?
I definitely am on Instagram a lot. Recently TikTok has gotten to me.
It's
Mostly
very
just
addictive.
Yeah, mostly just to watch videos, just
Mhm.
to swipe through. It knows me now, so it knows my humor.
Yeah,
So
yes, it
it's like,
does.
hey, you know how to make me laugh. So fine, I'll go on and watch something.
I know it's crazy how that works. Like as soon as because I hardly ever post on there on TikTok. I just go on to watch, and as soon as I go on, it knows the videos that I want to see, and I'm like, oh my God, this is scary. Like me.
It knows me better than a lot of people sometimes. Sometimes it even reads my mind.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
haven't seen this person's video in a while. Like, I'm just thinking
Yeah.
it in my head, and the next video I swipe is their video.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Explain that, TikTok.
I know, that's crazy, isn't it? Like sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put it down now.
No, literally, when that happens, I'm like, that's enough. I'm done for the day. Like, it scares me.
Yeah, exactly. And is there anything coming up next for you that you want to like plug?
Definitely go binge SkyMed on Paramount Plus. All 9 episodes are on there. So fingers crossed for a second season.
Definitely. And where can fans follow you at?
So my Instagram is my name, Emilia, with an extra A, McCarthy. And same as Twitter and Facebook, Emilia McCarthy Official.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking time out and doing this. It was really fun talking to you.
Likewise, thank you so much for having me.
Definitely, definitely. Definitely enjoy the rest of your weekend, and you're at the film thing, so have fun with that.
Thank you. Yes, I'm here at TIFF, so I'll be busy watching movies.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, all right. Definitely have a great night and fun time watching movies.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right.